Do you want to have bigger muscles or bench 300 pounds? You might think the process is the same. If you work out and get bigger muscles, you will get stronger simultaneously. However, I will prove to you in this video that the science of building muscle and strength is a little different. I will give you tips for both of your wishes, and most importantly, you will know how to do it in the healthiest way possible. First is the difference in training. The biggest difference between strength and hypertrophy is the different training approach when it comes to muscle building. For strength, you probably want to maximize your essential exercises like bench press, deadlift, or squat. The focus is on maximizing the weights you lift, performing between 1 to 5 reps with about the same sets as training for hypertrophy, typically around 3 to 5 sets. However, for hypertrophy, the goal is to maximize the pump. This involves using mid-low weights and doing reps in the range of 8 to 12, maybe even higher, with the number of sets likely the same, between 3 to 6. Second is hypertrophy. Hypertrophy is the process of muscle growth and involves the increase in the size of muscle cells. This process is primarily driven by resistance training and adequate nutrition. Here's a detailed look at how hypertrophy works. Mechanisms of hypertrophy. Mechanical tension, the force exerted on muscles during contraction. Lifting weights creates mechanical tension in muscle fibers. This tension disrupts the integrity of muscle cells and their satellite cells, signaling the body to repair and strengthen these fibers, leading to growth. Muscle damage. Microtears in muscle fibers occur during intense exercise. These microtears trigger an inflammatory response, activating satellite cells. These cells proliferate and fuse to damaged fibers, repairing them and increasing their size. Metabolic stress. Accumulation of metabolites such as lactate, hydrogen ions, and inorganic phosphate during exercise. High levels of metabolic stress, often achieved through higher rep ranges and shorter rest periods, create an environment that stimulates muscle growth. This is associated with increased cell swelling and hormonal responses that promote hypertrophy. As mentioned earlier, hypertrophy, or building bigger muscles, is all about lowering weight and maximizing rep range. Resistance training. Progressive overload. Gradually increase the weight, reps, or sets over time to continually challenge your muscles. Training volume and intensity. Aim for 3 to 6 sets of 6 to 12 reps per exercise, as this range is optimal for hypertrophy. Train each muscle group 2 to 3 times per week for balance development. Compound movements. Focus on multi-joint exercises like squats, deadlifts, bench presses, rows, and pull-ups. These exercises recruit multiple muscle groups and are highly effective for building mass. Isolation exercises. Incorporate isolation exercises like bicep curls, tricep extensions, leg curls, and calf raises to target specific muscles. Rest between sets. Rest for 60 to 90 seconds between sets to allow for sufficient recovery while maintaining workout intensity. Third is strength. Building strength involves a complex interplay of physiological adaptations in response to resistance training. Here's a detailed explanation of how building strength works. Muscle fiber recruitment. Muscles are made up of many motor units, each consisting of a motor neuron and the muscle fibers it innervates. Strength training increases the ability to recruit more motor units simultaneously, enhancing muscle contraction strength. Neuromuscular adaptations. Initial strength gains are often due to improved neuromuscular efficiency. Your nervous system becomes better at activating muscles, coordinating movements, and recruiting motor units. Muscle hypertrophy. Resistance training causes small tears in muscle fibers. The repair process leads to muscle growth, hypertrophy, as the body adapts to handle the stress more effectively. Protein synthesis. Post-exercise, the body increases protein synthesis to repair damaged muscle fibers. Consuming protein-rich foods or supplements can aid this process. Progressive overload. Continuously increasing the weight or resistance challenges the muscles, promoting strength gains. This principle is essential for ongoing progress. Low reps, high weight. Training with heavier weights and lower reps, 3 to 6 reps per set, primarily enhances muscular strength by maximizing muscle fiber recruitment and improving neural adaptations. Energy systems. The primary energy system used in high-intensity, short-duration activities, up to 10 seconds, is the ATP-PC, adenosine triphosphate phosphocreatine system. This system provides immediate energy for heavy lifting, emphasizing the importance of short, intense efforts in strength training. Fourth is to determine your goals. It is important to be big and strong, but to achieve greater results in one of these two areas, it is more important to choose one approach over the other to excel in strength or size. If you want bulging biceps, you must aim for higher reps with lower weights. If you want to lift heavy on deadlifts, you must train with more weight but lower reps. You should focus on one at a time because trying to do both simultaneously will result in lesser gains in both areas. Fifth is how to combine them. The best way to train to be both strong and big is to combine these two training styles. For smaller muscles, use higher reps for hypertrophy, like biceps, triceps, shoulders, traps, and even lats, with higher rep pull-ups and chest exercises like push-ups or chest cable flies. For legs, focus on exercises for the vastus medialis, a muscle located in the front of the thigh, using leg extensions. For larger muscle groups like the whole chest, lower back, and whole legs, use lower reps for squats, deadlifts, and bench presses with higher weights. This is the easiest way to combine strength and muscle growth. However, if you want to be exceptionally good at something, you must determine your goal and dedicate 90% of your training to that style. If you want me to make a separate video about strength training and building bigger muscles in detail, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover, feel free to drop them in the comments. Remember to stay active, eat right, and keep pushing your limits. See you in next video.